Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 10 financial market. Before we enter in this topic financial market, let me explain you how the people saves their money or how the peoples they invest their money. There are two mechanisms through which the people invest their money so that they can get their advantage, so that they can get their returns. There are two ways. One way is with the help of banks and financial institutions. Another way, the people can invest their money with the help of financial markets. In India, hardly 14% people they invest in financial market, whereas in America near about 47% people they invest in financial market. The financial market concept is very important for both the parties. One party which we call savers, another party which we call investors or we call borrowers. In simple phenomenon, what we need to understand, savers, they want to save their money, they want to invest their money, whereas the business organization, they want fund for their further expansion and growth. So in such a case, the financial market provides the common platform to both the parties in which business organization issues their securities, whereas the savers they purchase the securities and they invest their funds. Along with these activities, the financial market performs multiple activities. Among these activities, let's discuss the first activities which we call mobilizing and channelizing. Financial market transfers the funds from savers to investors or the borrowers in a most appropriate investment proposals. In simple ways, if we need to understand, we can understand the financial market provides various or different attractive opportunities to the savers so that they can invest their funds into the different investment proposals which brings higher rate of profits. Similarly, the financial market determines the price of securities, pricing of securities. Here in this, what we need to understand, the financial market determines whatever the securities are issued by the borrowers, whatever the securities are purchased by the savers, the price of such securities are determined on the basis of market forces, which we generally call on the basis of demand and supply. If the demand is high, compare with supply. If the demand is greater than supply, in such a case, automatically the price of the securities will rise. Similarly, if you go to opposite concepts, in the sense, if the demand is low, compare with supply, in such a case, the price of securities will decrease. So here simple ways what we need to understand, in financial market, whatever the price of the securities are determined, these are determined on the basis of demand and supply. Similarly, the third function is provides opportunity for liquidity. Here what we need to understand, in financial market, any individual can convert their securities into the cash whenever they requires. Suppose for a while, if any one savers invested their funds yesterday he invested funds 10,000 rupees in any securities, and today he requires funds, today requires money. In such a case, the savers approach to the financial market and the savers can convert all those securities into the cash whenever they requires. In such a case, or in doing so, the financial market provides opportunity for liquidity. Similarly, the fourth feature is reduces the cost of transaction. Financial market provides the common platform to both the parties, savers as well as the business organization. It provides the common platforms and provides the various important informations to both the parties. Here we need to understand, in the absence of financial market, the savers need to search the borrowers, whereas the borrowers need to search the home savers. And such kind of missing information, if the informations are missed, in such a case, when the saver try to search the borrowers, he need to invest the funds in getting informations. Similarly, the borrower also need to have informations. In such a case, he need to invest such kind of amounts to get the informations. So here in simple process, what we need to understand, the financial market provides the common platform to both the parties, where both the parties can exchange their information. And as a result, by providing information to both the parties, in such a case, it reduces the cost of transactions. These are the functions of financial market we discussed. On the basis of these only, we can define the financial market as a market which makes a link between savers and the borrowers, or the financial market is a market which transfer the funds from the savers to the borrowers, or financial market is a market which provides short-term, medium-term and long-term funds to the borrowers against securities. Similarly, the financial market provides opportunity to the investors regarding invest in short term or medium term or long terms. So on the basis of this, we can summarize, we can conclude the financial market is a market which provides short term, medium term and long term funds against securities. Or you can define the financial market is a market which makes a link between savers and the borrowers. Or you can define the financial market is a market which converts the securities whenever requires. Or you can say the financial market is a market which provides the various important information to both the parties. In doing so, the financial market reduces the cost of transactions. In this video, today we discussed about financial market and its functions. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the classification of financial market into various categories. So for the next video, we will discuss about the classification of financial market. For today, thank you very much. Have a great day, guys.